Hello, please give me one moment. We are here, eager to share, eager to share. Tracy channels what is known to her as the grand universe. We are source energy. We are collective consciousness. And it was Tracy who truly created, if you will, the wanting, the desire to share with others. As she says, the gifts that she has been given, she wants to share the gifts, wants to share the wisdom and the insights. For truly she is the medium in which she receives the words. So, as she says, all good things from the heavens above, to share with us kindness, compassion, love for oneself, the beauty of Mother Earth, and all the things that truly create a space of enlightenment, create a space to feel better than perhaps one is feeling this day. So truly that is the foundation of all the work. We've said it time and time again. So we choose topics and then we convey a message, if you will. Tracy is receiving the words the same time the words are being delivered. She has no pre-notion of what is going to be delivered because she truly doesn't want to know. She'll say, well, I'll be surprised. I'll enjoy it when we create it. So the topic today is big sigh. There's a big sigh because the last segments were a little hard on Tracy's heart, if you will. So we want to choose something a little more of enlightenment, but it is all enlightenment. So what we are wanting to share this day is the concept, if you will, of loving oneself. Now, ones will say, roll their eyes. Well, I love myself. Another will say, what's there to love about myself? So many answers to those questions. We have shared time and time again that through life experience covers one's truest essence of who they are. Now, what is one's deepest essence? You go through the layers, right? Get in. It is light. It is love. Love so grand, you can say it becomes light. But this light becomes diminished with experiences and layers upon layers upon layers. Harsh judgment, all the things that make one feel less than they are. And we said harsh judgment because it truly is. Many times, because of judgment, one feels less than they are. It could be by means of one condemning, another condemning one, or one condemning oneself. When one is being beaten upon, even by well-meaning individuals, sometimes you see it in parents and children. Could you not have done better? Could you not have done better? And the little ones, perhaps they could have, or perhaps not. Who held the bar as to where the little one was to be? It wasn't the little one. And if the little one has a bar to be raised, a finish line to achieve, if you will, because it starts very early, it is put upon one's shoulders, usually to please another because another was condemning at one time. Now, we're not here to condemn the condemning. We're not. We are not here to shine a light on poor parenting. not in the least, but we are wanting ones to understand that the more harsh words that are created within oneself, harsh words delivered to another, condemnation to another, oh, look at them, look at what they're doing. Who do they think they are? Who do they think they are? One wouldn't truly know. So when one can get sort of their head around, if you will, that each soul is walking their own pathway, each soul is creating from the place of where they are along their pathway. They are creating by their experience. So let us just use an example. There's hundreds of thousands. And we must keep these conversations, if you will, very general. Or we will be condemned, which is often the case. Think about the little one that the parent wants the little one to achieve great things. And what parent does not want their little one to be as perfect as they can, if you will? So often parents take it upon themselves that the little one is a reflection of who they are. Little one can't read as fast as the others. Well, we have to fix that. It feels like a reflection to the one that is caring for, if you will. So the little one has to learn how to read as fast as the classmates. And we understand that there are levels, and we understand that ones have to reach a bar to be able to go into grade 2, to go into grade 3, to go. So all these bars are already set. All these finish lines are already set, and they're set throughout life. Who created them? Who said the little one had to read these amounts of words before they can advance? Now, the advancements, of course, is another book that has bigger words, so we understand. But what we are saying is, who created the rules, if you will, in the first place? Who set the bar? Who set it? And how much leeway is there if you have a space? How much leeway does a little one have? And you see it, and you've seen it hundreds of times. One gets an A and the other one gets a C. And the one that gets a C most likely could have achieved the A. Most likely. But even greater than the intellectual skills, if you will, would be the condemning that one heard either one another or from oneself. I'll never get an A. No, I'm not like my big brother who always gets A's. I always get C's. No, lucky if I get a B. Lucky if I pass. I'm not my big brother. And it is set as a belief system at that moment in time. I'll never achieve this. I'll never do this. I'll never be able to read. I'll never be able to write well. I'll never be able to catch up. I'm going to fail this class. I'm going to fail this class. I'm going to fail this grade. And then as ones move along, it continues. It continues into adulthood. But who set it in the first place? We're only sharing questions to ponder. Because if you feel that you are condemning yourself this day of the lack of achievement, ask yourself who set the bar. Was it you? Was it society? Was it another? Was it your partner, your spouse? Was it your own children? Was it your parents? Think about the bar that was set. Think about who set it. Not to condemn the one who set it, but just an understanding of perhaps you were wanting to achieve something, and before you were able to achieve it, someone or yourself talked yourself out of it with the belief that you would never achieve it anyway. Don't have the skills, don't have the resources, don't have the surroundings, don't have the money, don't have, fill in the blank. Then, as you know, it's already set up for failure. And it is. But what is the failure? That is the question. What is the failure? Who sets the bar, and who is the failure? There is not one soul on this planet that is a failure. It is only thought about because it is a label that others have created, or the one themselves has created. Only a failure if the belief is there. So there's hundreds of stories of ones that took many times to achieve something. Didn't get it right the first time, didn't get it right the second, kept going, and by the 1,000th time achieved what they were wanting and desiring to achieve. And then they're not a failure. They're not a failure at all. They're a great success. But if one looked at time 500 and said, why are you continuing this? Why are you putting yourself through this? Why are you trying to create something you cannot achieve? And the one believed and said, you're right, I've taken 500 times. I must not be very bright. Then it stops and the achievement is not created. But one might say, to you perhaps, you might have given up. But I know that somewhere here is the answer. I know if I try it again, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I don't care what it takes. I don't care how many years it takes. I'm going to get it. I'm going to achieve it. Because I believe I can. Who sets the bar? And we're only asking because it plays so much havoc on one's self-worth, one's well-being, the layers that cover it. Ones sometimes are condemned by the means of a joke. And there's a saying, there's always truth in a joke, always a little bit of truth in a joke. And so we want ones to ponder and be mindful of what ones are sharing with another, even as a joke. Even well-meaning people can present wording that diminishes the light of another, diminishes desires and wishes of another. Oh, you sing beautifully, dear, but oh, don't get your hopes set on the stage. No. It is lovely when you sing at a birthday party, but don't think that you can sing on a big stage, sweetheart. Loving words filled with condemnation, truly, filled with judgment of what the other perceives the other can do. There is not one soul that would know what the other could achieve. They may believe they do, they may think they do, but there is not one soul who truly knows another soul and what they have come, and we want to say, on this realm to complete, to do. It's a far deeper conversation, and we'll share another time. Do not underestimate the power of what one can achieve if one understands the achievement is there. And if one has the desire, it is already achieved. Think of it that way. The finish line has already been passed. Think of it as already happening. So if you have a little one around that is struggling with reading, struggling with arithmetic, struggling, understand that not all souls are here to read well. Not all souls are here to know how to do math very well. What if the little one that doesn't know how to read as well as their classmates has a space in their heart so big that they make the world a far grander place? What if their skill was love, knowing their own brilliance, knowing how to share kindness, knowing how to share compassion? And so you have the little one all full of joy and eagerness and wanting to experience, filled with compassion and kindness towards another, towards animals. But they're going to be condemned because their reading skills are not to whose liking. Now we understand ones are going through grades. We're not getting into this is a sort of a metaphor, but not really. It is an awareness. If one is not achieving in something that others believe they should be achieving, because it is a basic, understand that this one is brilliant on their own, creating their own journey, and given the right tools, and the right tools, very kind words of encouragement. When we say, be who you are meant to be, we can't be more precise. Be who you are meant to be, and combine it with compassion and kindness and love. Miracles happen, and each soul is a miracle. So anyone condemning another should see beyond all the layers of what is being presented. Look beyond the outer shell. Look beyond what they are portraying and understand underneath the layers of life experience lies a miracle, is a miracle. Just something to ponder. Something to ponder. You are a miracle, creating miracles. And that's about all one should truly know deep within. And when one finds a space to live their authentic self, in the light of grace, in the light of compassion, in the light of kindness, who sets that bar? Not many. Not many believe that they are a miracle. Not many believe they hold the light. Not many see themselves in the light of grace. And only because of life experience, you are here for a grand reason. Pieces of a puzzle all fitting in beautifully together. Ponder it. Know it intuitively of your own brilliance, regardless of where you are in the bar that was set, wherever it was set. There are some great achievements. Where was the bar set? Was it set low so one could achieve great things? Or was it set high and one could achieve great things? Just ponder it. Ponder it. Really, really good. Really good. There is great love for you. Oh.